welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be making this really sweet teddy bear out of an upcycled book. Let's get started. The first step in making this sweet teddy bear book design is that you're going to cut out the template. You'll see a link to the template below. So there's going to be two parts to it. There's the full teddy bear part that you're going to use on the first 70 pages and the last 70 pages. And then you have the body that you'll use in the remaining parts. So after you cut it out, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to divide your book up into sections. I'm using a book that is 339 pages. So I'm going to have to subtract 70 pages. 339 minus 70. So I'm going to go back to page 269. And that will tell me where I'm going to switch back to the whole body. So I'm going to put just a craft clip or something, or you can just put a bookmark there so you know when to switch back. Okay, now I'm going to go to page 70 in the beginning. Okay, and that'll be my first section. So I'm going to put just a clip right here to tell me when to switch. Now, when we say page 70, realize that each page number, each leaf of paper actually counts as 2 page numbers. So really, it's only going to be 35 cuts that you're going to make with the full body. So go ahead and go to page 1. And I'm going to put my template there. I would recommend using a pencil so that in case you need to erase any of the marks. So place it right here and go ahead and trace. Now I printed this on cardstock. That makes it a whole lot easier to trace it. So I definitely would recommend that. Now when you go ahead and cut it, you have 2 choices. You could use scissors, or if you want, you could use a craft knife. That's totally up to you. It's also up to you how many pages you want to cut at a time. Right now I'm just cutting the 1 page. I usually will probably cut, I would say, 5 or 6 pages at a time. And you're just going to go ahead. And you'll have to turn the book around and manipulate it however to go ahead and cut it. And while I'm cutting this out, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, that will help me keep making this content so that you won't miss out on any of the new weekly tutorials. So as you can see, this is going to take quite a lot of time to cut these pages, but again, you don't need to cut just 1 page at a time. I definitely would cut a bunch to speed up the process. I'm so excited for all of you to try this. such a sweet design. And then you can see you can just kind of rip it right there in the binding. So remember, on the first 70, it's going to go in this direction. When you get to the last 70 pages, which I have clipped off, the teddy bear will go in the opposite direction. Okay? Now for the body, you have to switch to a slightly different template. Now, the reason being is because if you continued with the same template as before, you're going to wind up with an ear going all the way around, and you're going to have an arm coming out of its tummy. Probably not quite the teddy bear that you would imagine from your childhood. So then for the body, you're going to go ahead and make sure you place it exactly in the right spot to line up. So right here, we had the feet at the very bottom. Now this, you don't want to place at the very bottom, okay? So be aware of that. So this part of the template does not start until right here, okay? And again, on the top, make sure you're starting it at the right spot. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and repeat. Okay. Now this time I'm going to show you in reality that I do cut a bunch. If you go too many, it will get a little cockeyed. So here I'm probably grabbing about 10 pages at a time. Other spot that you bookmarked, you're going to go ahead and do the right side of your teddy bear. So I will continue working on this. We'll meet back at the end, and I'll show you the finished product, and I'll show you how I decorated our sweet teddy bear. To make the finishing touches on our teddy bear, I've added a ribbon. I'm using a glue gun. I just think that's the easiest way to glue things to the book pages. We're going to go ahead and add our nose. Like so. And then I'm just going to add some googly eyes. There we have our teddy bear.